Live and direct. Feel me? It's dark and hell is hot. Feel me? It's early, man. You already know what time it is, man. It's early, but we out here. It feels good to be on time, you feel me? Especially when you put yourself out there to be on time and everything works well in your favor somehow, some way, you feel me? Usually it takes me like 2 hours to just catch a cab. But lately, gaslighting, they be trying to set you up until the disappointment comes. But I'll take it while it's here. I mean, that's it. I'll take it while it's here, man. You all know what time it is. It's ridiculous to take 2 hours till you get a cab. I'm waking up 3 hours in advance before my start time just so I could get a cab. Just so I could give myself a 2 hour window just to get a cab. It's crazy, man. You got niggas complaining and shit, telling you we don't want you to be late no more, but everybody else at that place is late. But I'm the only one being watched, so sometimes, man, it's not about what everybody else is doing. It's about what you gotta watch what you're doing. You gotta watch what's on your plate, because not everybody is judged fair. You feel me? Not everybody's judged fair. But good morning, though. Today's July 8th. My God, it's moving fast. July 8th, 2021. I can't even say 2000 no more. 2021. 2021. You feel me? You dig? 21. You can see black. Yo, with the light giving me a little bit of shade. Shout out to the light itself. Feel me? Thank God for sunlight, because that nigga be doing his thing. But now the light giving me a little bit of visibility. Cause you out here, this black nigga, don't matter what color you got on, you gonna blend in. You feel me? I said, I love you, I love you. She said she feeling all in her stomach. And a shame in her game. Woo. Hey there, yeah, baby. Yeah, that's my song, right? That's my shit right there. But I'm early, so I'm like, I decided to just, take a trip down memory lane, go get me something real quick, and slowly walk back. Slowly walk back. We still trying to figure this mess. We still trying to figure out, how to work this. Just trying to figure it out. Hopefully everything falls in the right directions. You dig? You can't really do too much, because there's people, you can't tell your plan, because when you tell your plan, then you plan to fail. Shout out to Nino for that. Feel me? You can't tell your plan, because when you tell your plan, you plan to fail. Because there's people out there who are dwelling and hearing what you want to do. Then once you say you want to do that, they turn around and want to destroy that. Case in point, I'm not gonna mention what day it was, but sometimes you got to put out an energy out there that you want to do something. Then as soon as they feel it, they want to go against that energy. Then you turn it right back on them. You feel me? Then they go the other way. Then that's when you show them to them. I already know, but I had to show you to yourself. Like, yo, this is who you are. Like, you don't even know what you want. You feel me? Man. This is not my first rodeo. Nigga, I've been known this. Feel me? I already know. I knew. A lot of people telling me don't go back, this, that. I'm like, yo, you know how many times I've played this role? You know how many times they play, like, come on, man. Niggas don't understand how many times I've played this role already, man. They don't. Like, they really, really don't understand this time. How many times I've already played this card game already, you feel me? I done went back steady who was there for me. Cause you know, when you going through this and you just by yourself out in the wilderness, feel me? And when I say wilderness, I'm not even talking Cali. I'm talking about back in my days in New York, where you by yourself and you trying to figure out who's for you. It's like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Who's for you and who's going against you? Because the enemy like to fight you without you knowing who he is. That's his advantage point. You understand? So it's like I've been going through this for almost a decade, my nigga. You know, over 12 years. So of course I'm going to take all the right cautions just to make sure that I know who is there for me and who's against me. Because most of the time you don't know who's for you, and you actually could be sleeping with the enemy, or you could be sharing information with the enemy. You understand? So it's like a lot of people be trying to give me advice, and I'm like, man, listen, man, you playing a role that somebody has played before 3 times already. So the role that you playing is not even new to me. Come on, man. It's amazing how niggas try to tell you something else, and I'm like, yeah, y'all barely know what's going on, you feel me? It's not like you being authentic and you playing your own special role. No, you playing a role that has been told to you and you love playing it. Let me see if this shit is open. Hold on, yo. Hey there, yeah, baby. Now this design does not. Hey there. Alright. Hey there. Hey, what my dude right here, B? I don't appreciate that. Chill, my nigga. Feel me? Don't look too disappointed. Hey, what's up? How you doing, man? I don't need no bag, all right?
Is it no?
No bag.
579?
Yeah, cash. All right, man. Have a nice day. Yeah. Hey, Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper, what you peppering for? Some Dr. Pepper. Alright, so let's back to the story itself. You feel me? So people are telling me, like, they telling me something I've done, like the shit that I'm seeing. I done seen so many people play in that position. I am convinced that it's a demonic behavior. It just jumped from one body to another. That's why they be like, why don't you fight back? Why don't you? I'm like, yo, that shit just gonna jump to the next person. This ain't nothing that you can fight physically. You gotta fight this shit like spiritually. You really gotta like get down and just start praying to God and just staying on your purpose. Every day it's a consistent fight, but it's not a physical fight. It's not a shootout in any form or shape. You feel me? You can't kill them. Like they're gonna jump right into the next person. Like, you feel me? So you just can't, man. And on this journey, you're gonna be forever changing as a person too, cause there's gonna be so much fuck shit happening, man. It's crazy, man. You just you gonna lose your old self, because it's like it. I understand that when when I first started out, when I first started on this whole journey itself, I understand I lost the way I believe. You feel me? I don't even like the same things I used to like anymore. I had to. You continuously change. You feel me? Old things will come out of you and new things will come in. Because the things that you used to do, like it wouldn't, like material things don't even mean nothing to you anymore. You feel me? Setting fetish don't even mean nothing to me anymore. Having girls and everything else like that don't even mean nothing to me anymore. You feel me? It's just like, yo, it's like your purpose is so much higher than that, and you start worrying more about yourself and taking care of yourself and lifting up other people who are in the same situation as you. You become like a servant. You feel me? You do become like a servant. Let it pass. Because you get in a position of wanting to help other people out. You feel me? So you just start emptying out your cup, and it's like you gotta be very careful. It's almost like when I go through this shit, sometimes I be picking up on other people's behavior, especially the people that I admire, like TD Jakes and them. Sometimes I just pick up on their shit. They be like, "Oh, you trying to copy them?" And I'm like, "Nah, it's more like when you cleanse your system, right?" It's like the first experience when I gotta compare it to that first experience. When I first started cleansing my system and I stopped eating meat and I stopped eating bacon, when I cleansed my system, my stomach was very sensitive, because anything else that I put in there is what it was going to gravitate to, because I was washing out the old me and I was putting something else in. So I became the new thing that I was putting in. So it's the same thing with that too. So it's like I'm cleansing out my system. Now I'm listening to things that I can gravitate towards too. So if I'm listening to someone like TD Jakes or someone that's speaking on the same topic that I resonate with, I find myself even talking like that person or using the same talking points. You understand? Because you let go of who you are. You let go of the old you, and now you're trying to figure it out as you go along. A little bit of this person, a little bit of that person, and you're trying to piece it together again, and you're trying to make something out of yourself, because the old version of you didn't serve you anymore. You feel me? So this shit it's complicated, man. I'm telling y'all niggas, man, it's complicated. Feel me? I'm not even into clothes like that no more. I used to go shopping. I used to do a lot of fuck shit. Feel me? All those things are disgusting to me now. I don't do that shit no more, man. When you been going through this shit for 12 years and you see somebody playing a part and you're like, it's a different face, but yet the person is acting the same as the other people. You understand? They're playing that position, and you've seen that position several times. You've seen that position several times, but yet they're playing that position so well. The person is not the same. Maybe their culture is still not the same. It could be different people within that position, but yet they all acting the same. The same demonic behavior. That's what I'm convinced is a demon, man. You feel me? Then they telling me, oh, some people are telling me you should go back. Some people are telling me don't go back. I'm like, you know how many times I done went back already? I done went back and figured out who was who. I went back just to figure out who was there for me. Who was my enemy, like I said before. You feel me? Who was a flying monkey and everything else? Who was working against me? Those people out there who was working, acting like they was for me, but working against me and just collecting information. You feel me? So I've been down that road before. You have your average, the regular ones that keep staying around, and you have the ones that keep coming back and forth, and you always have the real narcissist in the background, or your enemy, call it whatever you want to call it, the devil in the background that you don't even know that he's or she is part of it. Because they never get too close for you to realize that they're part of it. But yet they operate in the background. You feel me? So this ain't nothing new to me, man. If anything, I need to really be giving advice on how to really uphold yourself when you're going through this kind of trauma, because it is trauma. And it's unfortunate but I didn't know that I had, hold on. It's unfortunate. I didn't know I had problems. I didn't know I had problem with people until it was too late. I gotta say it better. I didn't know people had problem with me until it was too late. So it's like I said, like you could be sleeping with the enemy, or you could be smoking and getting high with the enemy and shit like that. You could be breaking bread with the enemy. You could be spending money on the enemy and everything. Or you could be spending quality time with the enemy. You feel me? I didn't know I had a problem with these people because in front of me, they acted a certain way, but behind me, they was trying to destroy me. So that's another problem that you gotta also deal with, like, you feel me? So people be quiet. Silence. So people keep saying, I hear people telling me, do this and do that. I'm like, yeah, I've been down this road several times, man. You know what I mean? I've been down this road several times, over and over and over. It doesn't even get old. I really have been on this road. You find an enemy that does not want you to see them. That's their vantage point. They hiding behind everything possible. You feel me? First, and if you're going through something like this, some narcissistic or secret hate, first thing you need to do is figure out who you're fighting. TDJ said it best, man. The problem is we don't know who we're fighting. We don't know our enemy. You don't know who you're fighting. You feel me? You don't know that the enemy has a kingdom. It doesn't even matter about all of that stuff. One thing I'll tell you, because most of the information is so much information to take in, it's unbelievable. But you need to understand that one very important thing you need to understand about your enemy is that your enemy is very, very, very desperate. Let it pass. You need to understand that your enemy is very, very desperate. I'm talking about very desperate. You and his eyes or her eyes is a ticket to something that they're trying to accomplish in the public eye or on the stage. You feel me? Your enemy is very, very desperate. Forget about all the other, how big is his army and whether he got your phone tap, how intelligent and all that bullshit. Forget about all of that. Understand how desperate an enemy is. If you're watching a basketball game and a team who wants to win and are down by a lot, You need to watch how desperate they play. They might clothesline you when you go up for a dunk. They might chip, like they do a whole lot of things. I'm talking basketball wise. They chip you, like they bump you, they might hit you, like they are desperate, in a desperate need of a win. Understand that. Once you understand that they're desperate, just know that they might hurt you or try to kill you just to get a win. By any means necessary, they want that win. You feel me? If you know anything about basketball, you should know what I'm talking about right now. If you up by a lot and your enemy desperately want to win that they cannot have, they know that the hand of God is on your side. It's like you out of reach, but it's desperately need that, or they're gonna try to hurt you. You see, like they're gonna try to hurt you. And if you playing basketball, you know what I'm talking about. It's like same things. If you are about 20, there's no need for you to even go up for a dunk no more. It's like you just gotta wait it out. Like, wait it out. Wait for them to foul you so the ref can call a foul. Or you can just call them out on their mistakes and be like, hey, this is what you do, and point it out to them and try to make sure you document these things in that formal fashion. Document the stuff so you can point it back to them or remove yourself from them, because you don't want to be up by 20 and try to pile on more points. You feel me? They're going to try to, like I said, chip you in the air, or they're going to try to clothesline you, or they're going to give you a lot of hard freaking fouls. Technical after technical after technical. Violation. They will do any desperate. You see what they're doing to me. These are desperate moves that they're doing. These are technical fouls and fragrant fouls that they're doing. You feel me? This is what they're doing because they are in desperate need of a win. And it might seem like, oh, but they winning. No, they're not. Nobody wins and try to fragrant foul you and do all that shit. Once you start doing that, if I'm in a basketball game and I'm winning by 20 and I start fouling the other team that hard and everything else, I'm giving the other team a chance to come back, because now I'm stopping the clock. And people are starting to realize that if they're really winning. Because now you doing flagrant foul after flagrant foul, that means like you better now. Let it pass. You feel me? Kicking the basketball. Frustration moves. You feel me? Like I'm trying to show y'all through basketball how this shit is working out. You feel me? Through basketball, I'm trying to explain to you that the behavior of the narcissist itself is like in a losing position. And it's just constantly trying to hurt you in any form or shape. Damn, my shit. I gotta fix my do-rag. It's constantly trying to hurt you in any form or shape just so they can get a win across. That's all they want. They just want to win. You feel me? There's a reason why they're doing that, because they're losing. In actuality, they're already losing. That's why they keep stopping the clock, fouling the shit out of you, hoping that you give in. Once you give in, you give them the win by a form of intimidation. They try to play that bully role. Instead of you playing into that kind of game, you don't have to play into that kind of game. You're in a different position. There's no need for you to be violent. There's no need for you to be playing aggressive in any form of shape. You up already. Daytime is dwindling. It's running out. You feel me? You don't have to play into their game at all. You just fall back. You got just hold on to the ball. Maintain yourself. Patience. You feel me? Make sure you're making the right moves. Don't overdo nothing, because you're already up. Be gracious. Be grateful for what you have. This is when you show sportsmanship, gratitude. You feel me? You have to carry yourself very respectfully, because you know you're up already. There's no need for you to even try to overdo anything. It's not in your character. It's not in your game to do these things. You're already up. You feel me? Why they try to plan, why they call a timeout, and they planning to play hard for the last 2 minutes, or let's just say the last quarter, and you about 50. And for the last quarter, they planning to play hard and just bully ball. That's what they do, manipulate and try to bully their way, intimidate you. This is what they do, you feel me? That's why I try to put in the basketball analogy, because I feel like that's the best description I could give you. They use frustrations. Let it pass. They use frustrations and tactics of threats. You feel me? Antagonizing, as you can see. You hear it coming. Threats. They leave you messages and everything else like that. Whisper things in your ear, try to get you aggravated and agitated, so you can get out your zone. You feel me? Because you have something that they want. So they trying to take that away from you by any means necessary. So they gonna come at you. Feel me? These are the things that you have to see for yourself. It's easy to see that. It's easy to see, man. Anybody that has a lot of money does something like that, eliminates a lot of technical mistakes. If you, not even money, if you have things going right for you, why would you go out there and play desperately for you to be noticed? No, that shouldn't work like that. You eliminate a lot of you eliminate a lot of mistakes, because you know mistakes will get you right back to you trying to climb back up again. People who take desperate measures are in need of something positive, so they feel like I gotta take the biggest risks and everything else like that. But if you in a comfortable position, you don't have to take down those risks or nothing like that. You feel me? You don't have to. You don't have to use drugs or alcohol to cope with things and everything. No, you don't have to. These are signs of desperation when you start walking in those alley and those paths. Oh, I hate when that shit happens. You feel me? So I hope you niggas understand that these people are just desperate. They're desperate for a win. So they're gonna go, they're gonna do any and everything just to be recognized. Just so Jeff can just give in. That's Jeff so. Oh shit, no. You feel me? Just so they could just, you know what I mean? They could be like, ha ha ha. Feel me? Cranberry. Disgusting. Shout out to the cranberry makers. They be disrespecting y'all niggas. Feel me? Y'all work so hard to make a juice out of cranberry, and these niggas just out of hate and anger and bitterness, they just destroy it. If they take the time out to do that shit themselves, they will find it very difficult to go through the things that they do. If you take the time out to kill a chicken and drain the blood out and take the feathers out and everything else, you find it very difficult to do anything else with the animal that you just killed. But since we so detached from the food that we eat and the amount of work that it takes for us to get these things on our shelves, we tend to be very what's the word? We just tend to be disrespectful when it comes to dealing with food and everything else like that. We tend to be very distant from it. You feel me? Because we don't kill. From where I'm from, when I was in Africa, I was killing my own chicken. You feel me? You cut the shit down, kill it. Like, you know what it means to kill another animal? Drain the blood out and everything, killing goats. You feel me? It's not an easy, small business. You feel me? Telling these niggas are in desperate need, man. Desperate need. Back to the story. That's why they tend to intimidate you and everything else like that, man. Back to the analogy of the basketball. So when you up and everything else like that, man, knowing that they face you one time and they lost to you in that fashion, the next time they play you, they're never gonna play fair again. Never, because they do not know. They do not want to feel that feeling they felt when they was losing. Because the thing about your haters and everything else, they do not want to expose themselves through their rage and anger. So the best thing for them to do is to hide it and act like it doesn't bother them. You feel me? They're very good at hiding their feelings because they technically speaking, they don't want to face you, right? So if they don't face you, that means they're hiding in that sense already. So everything they do is in the nature of hidden. It's a camouflage. You feel me? They just camouflage and they hide because that's what they do. They hide behind people. They hide behind institutions. They hide behind walls. They hide behind sheets. They hide behind false stories. They hide behind lies. You feel me? They hide behind deceptions. You feel me? They hide behind, their whole nature is to hide because they cannot face you anymore because of that loss that they had, and the way they behave was an exposure. A person who hides does not want to be exposed. So when they burst out of anger like that, they've already exposed who they are. So they never want to expose that part of them again. So they go into deep hiding now. You thought it was hiding before. Now they really going to hiding. They're going to hide behind at least two masks. They're going to put one on and another one on. So just in case the other one fall off, they're still hiding. It's for insurance purposes. Word up. I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about. I've been dealing with this for a long time. I know what I'm talking about. So they hiding behind a hidden object. They will hide behind their clothes. They will hide behind their cars. They will hide behind their women. They will hide behind their cars. Their houses. They will hide behind their money. They will hide behind their drugs and everything else like that. They will use these things on you. Like, you don't have this, though. I got that. Like, if you these are all hidden things. They hiding behind multiple things. So even when you hurt one, they can still fall back on the other one, and the feeling wouldn't hurt that much. They're delusional in the way they even express themselves. It's not real. It's false. Let it pass. Let it pass. You understand what's going on, right? It's because of that first game that they lost, and the fact that they show so much anger, they disgusted with themselves that you had the best of them. You feel me? So not to show that feeling again, they will try everything in their power. Let it pass. So to hide that feeling again, to hide that raw emotion, to show that raw emotion to them is like, that's weakness. Because remember, a bully always thinks that he's bigger and harder than what he is. So showing a raw emotion to them is a sign of weakness. You feel me? When to the average person, it's like, yo, that's human behavior. You feel me? We go through emotional, we go through some disappointment in our lives. Let it pass. We go through some disappointment in our lives, but to them, it was just like, damn, like I look so pathetically weak. I can't believe it. And they start looking for faults. And you happen to be the fault. You happen to be that team. Hold on. You happen to be that team that beat on them. So guess what? They're gonna be alright. Woo, that boy is mad. See that frustration? Now that's frustration. If he would have heard the first part of the bit, he wouldn't be acting like that because he would try to hide himself. But nowadays, it's like when you lose so much and you're in a losing position for so long, you grow an attribute of not having any shame at all. They be like, oh well, I don't care. You know, that's that bitterness. You feel me? They are at that point in the stage. They're just bitter now. It's like, nah, the fuck. It's like when you know you down by 50 and you just falling hard and everybody know this is a frustration. They be like, no, I'm not frustrated. But everybody can tell that's frustration because nobody attacks somebody for that long if they're not frustrated. Even though when they try to put on the fake laugh, they hiding behind that fake laugh. They're trying to hide their true feelings. So they put on a smile and be like, and try to gather people and try to, group people around to want to hate on that individual. You feel me? But it's all fake. It's a fake behavior. It's a fake laugh. It's a fake admiration. It's all fake. Like, you feel me? But their main goal is to want to hurt that person who they feel that hurt them. And half of the time you was playing a game, like I said, I did not know that they was mad at me until it was too late. I'm like, yo, I didn't even know this nigga had a beef with me. Like, I didn't know. You feel me? And most of the time they playing against you and you don't even know that you in the game and they still lose. And you like, what the fuck? I didn't know I was playing a game with you. I thought we was just doing shoot around. It's like, no, I lost, man. And you like, nah, I wasn't even playing the game, my nigga. I was just regular practicing, my nigga. Like, we wasn't playing no game. You feel me? But they competing with you secretly. Remember, they hiding. So everything else that they do is a hidden agenda. It has a hidden agenda nature to it. So you could be just regularly walking. Y'all could be a couple, and one of them could be a narcissist. And you regularly walking, and they competing against you, walking faster. And you like, what the fuck? And you just like, yo, you confused. You don't even know what's going on. You like, yo, it's not a competition about walking, but everything is a competition to them. It's winner and loser. Who is good and bad? I got the upper hand on you. So half of the time, when I'm even using a basketball analogy, at that time, you're not even competing with these niggas. Half of the time, they was playing against you, and you thought you was just regular having fun. Let's just sweat it out. You think you in the gym lifting weights, and you think you know that nigga's trying to out-compete you. And they still lose. And they get mad, and you don't even know why this person is mad, and you keep going back to this individual, or you keep going back to this group of individuals, or you keep going back to whatever, that person, and you like, yo, why this person been acting different lately? Because they keep competing with you secretly, and they keep losing. These niggas is hiding out. They be hiding out in grass. They creeping Tom. You feel me? These are the niggas that will look through your window and peeking. Their nature is to hide. So everything that they do is through the lens and the scope of hiding. So that's how they perceive themselves. It's through that hidden nature. You feel me? If you perceive yourself in a good matter and good character and good morals and good integrity, guess what? That's where your scope is going to go through. So every decision is going to be filtered through that scope. But if you have a hidden agenda and everything else is to hide, you feel me? Out of sight. Nobody can really see you, but yeah, you still there. Then guess what? This is where you go to be. This is how it's going to display itself. You see what's going on. You feel me? So everything else that they do is in a hidden agenda. Everything else that they buy is for a hidden agenda. It's to disguise their appearance. Sometimes it's even to enhance their appearance in any form or shape. Makeup and everything else. Like if it's a woman, makeup. If it's a man, they probably could be overbearing with a lot of strong emotion, attitude. You feel me? Arrogance, all kinds of bullshit. You feel me? My shit been recording for a while and I'm pretty sure it's gonna go off soon. It must be so good that they want to keep hearing more. You feel me? So if it go off anytime soon, it's okay. I think I got 1 more minute. Hopefully I can keep going. But understand, this is conclusion because I think my shit's about to end. Understand that, look, man, it's like a hidden agenda. Basketball game, if you see somebody fouling hard and the person is showing a whole lot of frustration, this is not a person who is winning. This is a person who is losing that want to get you out of your game so they can feel better about themselves. They be like, yeah, we got the best of them. They're trying to get to the next game. The NBA playoffs is going on right now. It's the finals, so I'm using that analogy. They're just trying to get to the next game, so they're going to foul you very, very hard. You feel me? Because they know this game right here that they're playing in life, they already lost already. That's why they're playing. So a person who's up by that much, a person who knows themselves, a person who does not behave like that is a person who's content with themselves. They don't have to play those kind of dirty games. No. Why would I play these kind of dirty games for? It doesn't benefit me in any form or shape. You feel me? And if you up already and you playing that kind of dirty games, that means that you bitter about something. Regardless, it still spell out bad. You feel me? But on the average, nobody does that. Nobody is up in life like that. You feeling good about yourself, and yet you conducting yourself in this kind of behavior. You want to degrade people. You feel me? You hiding out. You feel me? None of that shit makes sense. It doesn't make sense because they have a hidden agenda. You feel me? They're going too hard for something just for it to be, oh, it's nothing. They just don't like them. I wish it was that simple. It's not that simple. You feel me? Understand that. Understand it, man. Take a look at what the narcissist is. Take a look at the traits of a narcissist, and you will better understand what is going on over here. Hey, go ahead, man. You feel me? You will better understand what is going on, the reason why they're acting the way they're acting, why is so much bitterness attached to them and everything else like that. When I say them, a hit dog gonna holler. You feel me? A hit dog is going to holler. So if I was in a room and I threw a shoe in the room and people were in the room and it hit somebody, guess what? It's that person that's gonna say ouch. That's the reason why you hear them saying vroom, because there's a lot of other cars passing that's not responding the way he is responding or she's responding or that particular individual is responding. The reason why, because I'm in a room, I took my shoe off, which is truth, and I